coffee this morning, and then I had to have a top because I got splits in the street. Nobody's paying attention. You know, they got all these different things in the street. So when are you going to take care of the people here? My tire went into a split in the street. So I lose some money. I won't say lose it. So I said, okay, so you think you taking money from me? God gonna give this back to me. Me.
Right.
I'm a draw. I'm a magnet for the money. If I need it, it's what's required in my life. I don't just want it. I require it. I'm one of God's children. I am.
So money isn't evil?
No. You have to have it you have to. Money is for sharing.
Why do they say it's the root of all evil?
Because that's man. That's the human. It's the human.
I'm recording.
I know you do. I know you're on me. It's the human. The human is the hate, anger, selfishness, disease, you know, jealousy, condemnation. Just anything negative that you can think of. That's human. We created that when we turn our back on the masters. Okay? The masters being the good people of the earth. So karma had to be set in there. Karma, the golden rule, I said it many years ago. The only thing need to be in that Bible is the golden rule. Turn the page. Do unto others you have others do unto you. Turn the page. Do unto others you have others do unto you. And if everybody was doing that, it would not be like this. The powers of nature and the forces of the elements, they would not be attacking you that way. They'd be your friends. I have angels. If I see something out here that I don't like, look, y'all need to go down the street and fix that, move that out of my way. And they do.
Because you're walking in the nature.
I'm walking in the name of Jesus Christ.
So you're telling me that as long as we walk in the nature that we were meant to walk in, we don't even need to say God's name because that is God.
That is you.
So all the problems that we're seeing right now, like you said, that's basically what? That's people rebelling against the God within themselves?
That's right. That's why they're sick, cold, cancer. Ooh, cancer. I say it every day. I say, when are the doctors, but we know it's because of this. When are the doctors going to tell the people that cancer, we all have cancer cells. That's part of the karma that had to be set in place. Okay? Your thoughts, your feelings, and your spoken words. If you're not doing what you're supposed to do, it's going to attack you in the weakest part of your body. That's cancer is already there.
Oh, wow.
But they're not going to tell you that.
Oh, wow.
All of us have cancer cells. And if we're not thinking right, feeling right, and speaking, this is the power of you. We're not saying what we're supposed to be saying to each other, taking care of each other. Well, here you go.
And it just manifests.
It manifests.
And like you said, the hospitals don't tell us that.
They're not gonna tell you that.
Because of
you know the hospital where they was talking about the people come to this hospital and they show them the tapes where you laugh. And the stand-up comics, and they laugh and laugh, they get well, right?
Yeah.
Figure that out.
And I noticed that I don't really go to the hospital much, but I noticed that some of my close family members are sick. I've noticed that when they go to the hospital, well, first of all, one of my very close family members has a recurring chronic illness, and she and the doctors do not know what to do. Now, first of all, I want to say, like, how is it that a doctors or a group of doctors that are getting paid so highly, have been to school for so long, how can they tell my mother they don't know what's going on?
Because they can experiment more on her.
So they could experiment on her?
Yes, darling.
And
this is where they get paid.
And what do you think about...
It's her acceptance of that. Whatever that is. It's her, we have the power to accept it or not accept it. We don't have to accept anything. I see things come to me all the time. Hurt my leg. Give me a headache. And I look at it. No, you can't stay here.
You don't give it the power.
No.
Because you're God's child.
I am God in me, being me. I've been saying it to you. You are too. I'm no different from you. We are all the same. I'm you and you're me. You're just living in your direction, in your journey. I'm living God in my journey. No, none of us are any different. None of us. The Caucasians, whatever, we sit on the toilet the same way. We bleed red blood.
True.
Okay, nobody's any different. And they know it now, too.
So now, what do you say about the people or the potential gods that give their faith to a man in a white coat at the hospital and don't give their faith unto the natural order of things that can heal and restore them?
They don't know any better. Nobody's told them any. I just said we cannot fault our forefathers. That's the way they were taught. Okay? And the way you're taught is the way you teach the next generation and the next generation and the next generation. I came here and I decided that I wasn't going to be that way. I had to make my own decision. I was not raised by my mother and father. I watched them beat up each other and have ugly things to say to each other. Somebody took me to California, and I was so glad I didn't know what to do.
Yes, you can make right there. Yes. You went to California?
I went to San Diego.
I'm from Los Angeles.
Okay. I went to San Diego, and there I found some people who had hearts. It was very sweet. And for a long time, my answers to the questions that I've been asking here didn't get answered. But then my little seeking spirit, I have one, believe me. I kept asking myself and kept asking myself and kept asking myself. And somebody came because I demanded it. I demanded that somebody come because my life was doing the same thing every year. I'd have a job 5 or 6 months out of the year. And come Christmas, around this time, September, I'd lose my job. And all through Christmas, everybody giving me Christmas presents. I didn't have no money to give nobody. Nothing. And I said, when this happened, I started recognizing and reviewing. And I say, so what have I done? I've been here, and I've accepted a lot of negative here that I took to California with me, and I had to get rid of that. You have to understand who you are and why things are happening in your life in order to fix it. So you first have to understand that you got something that needs fixing.
And then we have the power to fix it?
And all you got to do is ask. If you don't ask, you don't get it. There are forces, people. You might see it on television. You might pick up a book. There are messages all over the place. But you got to be on top of it. If you really want to know, it will come. There's always something. Remember, you know the silent watcher?
Yes.
Okay. The one with the one eye?
Yes.
Somebody's always looking. And there are listening angels.
So let me ask you one last thing. You can make a right. We can make a right here. I have to ask you this one last thing.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so if this video were to be seen across the world, go all the way down and just make a left as the street turns. If this video were to be seen all around the world, what message would you give to your brother and sister that are watching this right now?
Hits me really deep because there were many questions I asked myself when I was a child and didn't understand why things were happening to me. And some people keep it hidden, like you say, they go out with a different face because they don't want to let people understand that something's really happening. Face up to it. That's what you need to understand. You face up to you yourself. And say, okay, so what can I, don't say what's wrong, because then you go negative. Say, so how can I make this right different? You know, you have to ask for the difference. And like I say, if you ask, you will get it, because there is a master. There is an eye that's always looking, and the angels are always there. And you have to understand that angels are for real. Do you know angels are for real?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, I've seen them. That's why I know. So, but angels are for real. And you can write. You can sit down and write the things that are on your mind, especially about you, you know. And, gee, baby, going way back, that's because that's what you're asking me to do, because I just kept asking questions because I wanted to know why people didn't like each other. And in some places in the Bible it said that we're supposed to like each other. We're supposed to love each other. Psalms is full of beautiful things. And why do people want to hurt each other? What happens in their minds, in their intellectual minds about themselves that makes them want to do something to hurt each other? And I didn't know that I was you and you were me then. I didn't know. I just said, okay, so how can I do it different? You know. And I was always a loving person anyway, so I tried to search more and more and more of that. And when people resent each other and hate each other, jealous, there's a lot of that. I'm jealous of you, but I like everything that you do. You know, how you gonna do that? How you gonna do the two things? Just doesn't. They don't even combine. They don't make any sense. I'm so happy when you win. I'm like, somebody won. Somebody got victory. That's the way everybody should be, but they're not. So I don't know. My search was, hi, how are you? What's the matter? You look like you need a hug. I'm telling you, I'd go on the bus stop, and they'd be sitting there looking like they lost their best friend, and I'd sit at them and hug them, and I'd hug them and give them everything in the world through my love of me. And when I get through with them, they got their faces bright as bright. Oh, my goodness, that sure did feel good. Felt good to me too. Okay, baby, have a good day. And I'm gone. I've done my job. We don't do that enough.
And that's God?
That's God. God made hugs. Well, anything feel like that? I'm going to tell you a story real quick. But the last 5 years I was in San Diego. I was a van cab driver. And I got a call. And they said this little fella is having problems with his car. And so I found the little fella. And he was really mad. He had straggly hair. And his clothes were all disheveled. And he was looking really disgruntled. And he got in the car. He said, I don't know why I even came here. I'm trying to go to college and la 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 and la 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 la. And my car is broke. I don't know what I'm going to do. And so when he got through, I just let him holler. And so where you going? You know, and I took him where he was going. On the way there, he almost cried. And I turned around and looked at him. And I said, you really want to change this, don't you? He said, yes, like that. I gave him certain things to say. And one of the things I gave him to say, and I'm going to say it here. 3 minutes. You know, in the Bible, I am is in the Bible. All through the Bible, is it not?
It is.
Okay. That's who you are. Okay. I gave him 3 words to say. I said, you said when you put your feet down on the floor in the morning. I said, you said when you're taking a test, when you're walking down the street, whatever it is that you're getting ready to do. I am. Because that starts your action of your God in you. And nothing but positive. Never ever say I am sick. I am broke. I am whatever it is, you know, the negative things. Don't ever use those words with that. Always be positive about you. I mean, I'm the best thing that I can see. Okay? I gave him some other things. Didn't give him a lot. A year later, I got a call. Laurie, you got a request over here at so-and-so, so-and-so. So I said, okay. Didn't recognize the address, but I went on. And I drove up, and this little young man had on this cashmere coat and had some beautiful luggage. And I got out. I said, "Oh God, he's handsome." And help him put his luggage in the car. And when he got in, he said, "You don't remember me, do you?" And I turned around and looked at him. And he told me about the day that I met him, and I turned around and I said, "Oh, you changed your hair." That's where I went. You know?
Yeah.
He said, "Miss Laurie," he said, "you gave me some specific things to do and specific things to say." He said, and I started it. He said, because I really just believed in what you said. He said, and I did it, and I did it, and I did it, and I did it, and I did it. And he said, for a while it looked like it wasn't going to take. And he said, after a while, he said something changed in him. He said, they sending me to Egypt. He said, and I had to come and hug you. I got that baby to the airport. Oh, the hug he gave me. It was everybody in the world that had some love. That's the hug that I felt from that tall, good-looking young man. And it just goes to show you, if you really want something different, because we got to want it, we got to know there's something different to have. You got to be perseverance. You got to have that. You got to have determination. And no matter what that devil, evil, darkness, sinister, whatever, because he is sure on his job. Whatever they say and whatever they do to you, you say, fine, you took my money, but guess what? I'm going to get it back.